All right. How you doing? It is the radio guy, Dr. Mike Prince. Welcome to the Open Mic Broadcast Network and another episode of the Mike Prince Show. We come to you each and every day right here on the Open Mic Broadcast Network as we try to give you detailed information about the world of HBCU. Today would be no exception to the rule as we get ready to break things down and go into today's episode. Well, as the old expression would say, the poop has finally hit the fan. First of all, hello to each and every one of you before we get indulged into today's program. Want to remind you that you can follow me on Twitter at Radio Guy. Instagram is Radio Guy 22. The website is obn-radio.com. Stay tuned. We're going to be doing some upgrades on the website here real soon. But man, have we got a story to share with you on today. Late in the football season of the 2017 campaign, the Hampton Pirates had made the announcement that they would be aborting the Mid-Eastern Athletic Conference to join forces with the Big South Conference. At the beginning, you really kind of shrugged your shoulders, scratched your head, wondered what was going on. Everyone seemed to be hush-hush and let it take care of itself. No big deal. They announced that they're moving, and now everybody will move forward. But what appears to be a knee-jerk reaction has come to backfire on Hampton. As a result, Hampton and the Mid-Eastern Athletic Conference are having a very ugly divorce proceedings going on right now. You know, I've learned that there are three sides to every story. The way you see it, the way I see it, and then the actual way it is. Hampton has released a 4-page letter in regards to their version of how this split between the university and the conference has gotten to be very, very ugly. Things have been said from both sides. Actions have been taken from both sides that would make one shrug his shoulders, scratch their head, as if they were reading another drive-by shooting, a black-on-black crime, or something as heinous as that. The only difference is this is being handled among the intellects. It is being handled with words instead of bullets. Hampton has cried that they are being forced into some unachievable, unrealistic goals that are on demand by the MEAC in order to get a clean separation. Hampton has somewhat degraded the MEAC conference, going as far even to say that being a part of the MEAC conference has their student athletes in a second-class citizen status. It's ugly. It's a 4-page letter that was released to HBCU Game Day. And you have to read this thing several times just to really get a feel and an appeal for what is really being said and what's going on. And it would make one really cringe of what is being unveiled. Hampton says that the MEAC's mission statement and core values no longer meet the need and the mission overall for Hampton University. So as a result, we will bail out. Here is where the rubber meets the road as far as layman terms go. You make the announcement that you don't want to be a part of the conference. You are entitled to that. It's called your American rights. I can concur with that wholeheartedly. You then make this immediate splash that we are going to do this as of the next season. I mean, you just kind of really pushed it out there. It pushes us back now. Not that you want to throw any person under the bus. In fact, I won't even call out any names of how things are being run, but we'll just let the facts line up for themselves. Back to what I was saying. Hampton makes this plunge into the Big South. Kind of threw everyone off. But when I stated earlier about a knee-jerk reaction, that appears from the outside looking in at what has happened. Now, Hampton has admitted that they missed the July 31st deadline to have all the necessary paperwork in for a smooth transition. Just as they admitted that they had been openly discussing the potential of leaving with other conferences. And all that is fine, as I stated earlier. But when you miss the deadline, then it gave the upper hand, if you would, to the conference. So the conference put up their necessary talking points in order for you to transition and be on your way. A couple of them were that you will get no money that's shared throughout the conference. Your players would not be acknowledged for any scholastic or athletic achievements throughout their competition of this final days in the conference. And there was an assessment of $250,000 to move out. And there were even some expectations of playing, or at least scheduling and talking to the other MEAC opponents about football play for an additional 3 years. And if you agree to disagree that you don't want to play, then you can move on your merry way. And another thing, that they would also be considered as a non-conference opponent. And of course, foul has been called and cried upon. So both sides now are right in the middle of the street shooting at one another. And it is to the point now where it is truly, truly at the point of no return. Hampton was quoted as saying that they are about building character for their student athletics. And I would hope that is the case of every athletic program throughout the country, whether they're PWI or HBCU. I would hope. They may reference that the MEAC is 31 of 32 ranking as far as academia achievement. And they no longer want to be established and a part of that. So they felt it would be best to strategically line up with a conference that more or less fit their overall imagery. Here is my thought. Both sides are hurting. You can't tell me there's no sting from a university that you've had a 22-year relationship with, and all of a sudden they abandon ship. No pun intended that their mascot is a pirate. And things are being said. Situation has gotten out of control on the handling of the overall process. From the outside looking in, I think it was poor planning on Hampton's side, and now they want to cry foul. And you have to know, you have to understand, going into a situation that could become as ugly as this one is, that there are going to be some casualties in this breakup. There are a lot more detailed information that you must read and must gain insight on. I'm just scraping the surface right now. We might have to continue this a few more episodes. But it is truly, truly an ugly situation that we have walked upon in the world of HBCU. I understand that times change, circumstances come up, but all things must still be handled decent and orderly. I hope they get it right and get it right soon. There's an old saying, you can't have your cake and eat it too. Hopefully this will become a happy ending, at least an agreeable ending, between Hampton and the Mid-Eastern Athletic Conference. Meanwhile, I've got to exit stage left. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter at Radio Guy. Instagram is Radio Guy 22. The website is obn-radio.com. We're on Tuned In 24 hours a day at Open Mic Broadcast Network. And don't forget, you can listen to our 24-hour program by simply dialing 605-477-5066. Don't forget to support our underwriters and sponsors, Anderson's Carpet Cleaning out of Houston, Texas, Farmers Insurance out of Hempstead, Texas, and attorney Lee Van Richardson out of Hempstead, Texas. Until the next time, you guys be blessed, and we'll see you on the other side.